Welcome back, friends. Today we explore the Book of Leviticus. The Book of Leviticus, the third book of the Bible, is often overlooked because of its detailed laws and rituals. But it's a cornerstone for understanding God's holiness and how His people are called to live in relationship with Him. Leviticus was written as a guide for the Israelites after their exodus from Egypt. Now, with the tabernacle completed, God provides instructions for how they can worship Him and live as a holy nation. The book is structured around three key themes: sacrifice, priesthood, and holy living. Let's start with the sacrificial system. In the first 7 chapters, Leviticus outlines different types of offerings: burnt offerings for atonement, grain offerings to express gratitude, and peace offerings to celebrate fellowship with God. There are also sin and guilt offerings, which emphasize the need for forgiveness and restoration when the people fail to follow God's commands. These sacrifices demonstrate that approaching a holy God requires the acknowledgement of sin and a heart of repentance. Next, Leviticus introduces the role of the priests, primarily from the tribe of Levi. These individuals were responsible for carrying out the sacred rituals and acting as mediators between God and His people. Chapters 8 through 10 describe their ordination, setting them apart to serve in the tabernacle. The section highlights the seriousness of their duties, as seen in the tragic story of Nadab and Abihu, who offered unauthorized fire before the Lord and were consumed by it. This reinforces that worship must align with God's standards, not human preferences. The book then shifts to laws about purity and holy living. Chapters 11 through 15 focus on ceremonial cleanliness, including dietary laws, cleanliness after childbirth, and dealing with skin diseases. While these regulations may seem odd today, they served as daily reminders of the Israelites' need for purity and their separation from surrounding nations. These laws also emphasize that God's holiness extends to every aspect of life, from worship to what they ate. One of the most significant sections of Leviticus is found in chapter 16, which describes the Day of Atonement, or Yom Kippur. On this day, the high priest would enter the most holy place in the tabernacle to make atonement for the sins of the entire nation. This sacred ritual involved the sacrifice of one animal and the symbolic transfer of sin onto another, known as the scapegoat, which was then sent into the wilderness. This powerful imagery points forward to Jesus Christ, who became the ultimate sacrifice